Italy became a country after a unification movement in the 19th century. Cavour tried to start a unification movement by allying with France to defeat Austria and take them out of the Italian peninsula. However, France made peace with Austria early on, making Cavour unsuccessful. Later, Garibaldi raised an army of 1,000 men to fight in the revolt against the Bourbon king of the Two Sicilies. After this, Garibaldi started to go up the Italian peninsula. Cavour convinced Garibaldi to stop approaching Rome to stop a war with France. A centralized government was put in place under King Emmanuel II of Piedmont. After the Austro-Prussian War, Italy gained control of Venetia. After the Franco-Prussian War, French troops withdrew from Rome and the Italian state annexed it. Italy became a fully unified state in 1871.
A significant turning point in the history of Italy is the rise and fall of the fascism in 20th century. World War I left Italy in a major debt like many other countries. It also left Italy divided. Benito Mussolini formed a party promising to reunify Italy. The party was a fascist party. They planned on eradicating the liberal government. The fascist party truly coalesced during the 1922 March on Rome, and Mussolini officially became dictator in 1925. Another significant turning point is after a nationwide referendum during World War II in 1946. Italians voted in favor of a republic, forever ousting the monarchy. This is the beginning of modern-day Italy. This is the first time women were allowed to vote. After the republic system was established in Italy, Italy experienced a massive economic boom, became founding members of the NATO alliance, and helped form what would ultimately become the European Union.
Culture. Soccer is a main part of Italian culture. Italy has won 4 World Cups. Soccer is the most popular sport in the country and very important to the Italian people. The major professional soccer league in Italy is called Serie A. This league has some of the best soccer teams in the world. For example, AS Roma made it to the semi-final round in this year's Champions League, where the best club teams across Europe play. Here is a short demonstration of soccer.
The origins of Renaissance can be traced to Italy in the late 13th and early 14th centuries. During the so-called Proto-Renaissance period, Italian scholars and artists saw themselves as reawakening to the ideals and achievements to classical Roman culture. Renaissance art is a very unique art style that consists of special aspects. These aspects consist of a reverent revival of classical Roman and Greek art forms and styles, faith and nobility of man, humanism, the mastery of illusionistic painting techniques, maximizing depth in a picture, including linear perspective, foreshortening, and latter quadrata, and the naturalistic realism of its faces.
Current events. Italy did not qualify for the 2018 World Cup. This is the first time they haven't qualified since 1958. Italy lost in their final qualifying match against Sweden. It is only the second time in their history they haven't qualified. Italy has won 4 World Cups in their history, making this especially unfortunate. Soccer is the central part of the national Italian identity, which further hurt the Italian people. Italy has been a contender in the World Cups for as long as many people have been alive, even winning most recently in 2006, making this have an impact on anyone around the world watching.
In the past 3 years, according to OpenMigration.org, more than 300,000 refugees have arrived from the sea, Italy accepting all of them into their country, but only less than half of these subjects apply for asylum. Out of 100 asylum requests, only 10 actually end up being given refugee status. The other 90 are rejected or accepted through other forms of protection, the so-called subsidiary and humanitarian models of protection. It can thus be concluded that the majority of people who arrive in Italy either do not present request of asylum or they present it and have it rejected on grounds of not being entitled to it. According to official data, it can be evaluated that only the 6% of people arriving in Italy get protection as refugees after having presented an asylum request.
Personal connection. The most significant thing I learned about Italy was that it was the main center of the Renaissance, one of my personal favorite art periods in history. I most admire the beauty of the country, with the Alps in the north and the beautiful rivers that flow throughout. The one place I would most want to visit is the island of Sicily, because that is where my mom's family originates from, and I would have the chance to meet new relatives.
Both Sean and I have learned lots about Italy in the past few weeks. Something I really enjoyed was learning about the current events going on in Italy, because they appealed to me more than anything. Learning what is going on currently in countries other than the United States teaches me perspectives of what different countries are going through.